Hey, how's it going, guys? In today's GTA video, we have some potentially very exciting news to talk about, something to look forward to a little bit later on in the year, and that is E3 2021. We've actually just gotten some great news because, as you guys know, in 2020 with the pandemic, E3 was canceled, and E3 is the largest video game conference convention in the world. It's the Electronic Entertainment Expo, and this year in 2021, it's back. And we have some great news potentially for Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto fans. So E3 2021 is going to return this June. This time it's just going to be in digital form, which I'm sure a lot of us are used to by now. We're either learning at school or going to work digitally or from home. We're doing lots of things differently than the way we used to. And the confirmed big-time companies that are going to be there are Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Warner Brothers, Koch Media, and most importantly for this video, Take-Two Interactive. That's pretty awesome. So we'll talk about what this could potentially mean in a little bit, but that's a really strong lineup. Now, there are some noticeable absentees here, including Sony, EA, Activision Blizzard, Sega, Bandai Namco, and Square Enix. So as many people are participating, there's some big names that are not participating as well. Now, like I said, the event is going to take place between June 12th and the 15th. So we're about 2 months away from this actually happening. And again, this year's show is going to be online only. But other than that, not a whole lot of details have been revealed. The ESA, which is responsible for putting on E3, said that the developers will be showcasing their latest news and games directly to fans around the world, with ESA working with media to amplify and make this content available to everyone for free. They went on to say, for more than 2 decades, E3 has been the premier venue to showcase the best that the video game industry has to offer, whilst uniting the world through games. We're evolving this year's E3 into a more inclusive event, but we'll still look to excite the fans with major reveals and insider opportunities that make this event the indispensable center stage for video games. So all of that is great news, but you might be wondering, what does Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto have anything to do with this? Well, a couple of things. So Rockstar is under the Take-Two Interactive umbrella. Take-Two Interactive is the parent company of Rockstar Games. So the fact that Take-Two is there means that there is a chance Rockstar could make an appearance. Now, really quickly, just sort of running down all the things we might potentially get here, let's just run through them all. Grand Theft Auto 6, that's a wild card, but it could be announced. A GTA 5 DLC, Red Dead Redemption 2 Remastered or a story mode expansion, Mafia, LA Noire, Max Payne, a new IP. It could be Bully 2, a Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC or expansion, or even a new Midnight Club. Like, those are just some of the big-time Take-Two Interactive titles that could end up getting announced or could be getting talked about here. I mean, honestly, I would be excited for really any of those. Now, I think more people would get excited about some things versus others. I think GTA 6 would remain at the top. Grand Theft Auto 5 DLC, Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC. I think you'd see a lot of people, probably that would be like their top 3 of things they could see if they were to get those. Now, just because Take-Two Interactive is there, it's no guarantee it's going to be a Rockstar Games announcement, but this would not be the first time that Rockstar Games has taken the stage at E3 to make major announcements. They've done so twice in the past. The first was at Xbox's press conference way back in the day, announcing Grand Theft Auto 4.
And speaking of powerful entertainment experiences, I've got a very important announcement about one of the most powerful gaming experiences of all time. I'm talking about a franchise that generates more excitement than almost anything else out there, not just in our industry, but in all of entertainment, with a fan base that hangs on every mere mention of the next chapter.
So it doesn't happen often, but when Rockstar does show up at E3, number one, they're usually doing it at someone else's press conference. They're not just hosting their own like Bethesda or Ubisoft does. And they also make a pretty major announcement. It's not just for some sort of like update or DLC. They're usually there to announce something brand new, or at least like a remaster or a new version of something they've been working on. So if that's the case, I would suspect that if they do arrive at E3, whatever they end up announcing is going to be pretty serious stuff.
So it's no secret that Grand Theft Auto 6 has remained the holy grail of unannounced video games for years. Rockstar Games has been radio silent about when the rumored open world adventure could eventually launch. Still, a cascade of reports, rumors, and online chatter has painted a rough picture of when GTA 6 could actually be released. Now, another alleged leak has surfaced claiming to shed new light on Rockstar's timeline for GTA 5 sequel. Since there hasn't been any official word about the title, fans have had to rely on unconfirmed information, vague facts, and just Rockstar's past releases to estimate when GTA 6 could see the light of day. Now, its speculative release date window has been landed somewhere between 2025 and 2028. But even this wide range could be subject to a change. Rockstar has never been a company to rush a release, and the continued success of GTA Online gives it more wiggle room to push it back as it perfects it for launch. Now, however, an alleged Rockstar insider claims that GTA 6 will be announced soon. Now guys, all this information was posted on the anonymous message board of 4chan on March 29th. It was spotted on multiple social media platforms such as Reddit, and the poster claims to have worked with Rockstar in a coordinating capacity, and it alleges that the GTA 6 has been in the works longer than previous reports have claimed to be revealed. Now it says these claims come with no concrete evidence to back them up, so gamers should take them with a heavy dose of skepticism. Still, here's how the latest GTA 6 information dump compares to the previous reports about the upcoming game. The 4chan post doesn't offer an exact date when Rockstar could announce GTA 6, but it states that the Newswire art is already finished and ready. This suggests that the company is currently preparing an announcement for the title potentially as early as this year. Press release information and assets would be one of the last things to be drafted after a reveal trailer is completed. Still, even if Rockstar chooses to announce GTA 6, it doesn't mean it will be ready anytime soon. Now, Bethesda revealed it was working on the Elder Scrolls 6 in 2018, but the release isn't expected until like 2025, and that's actually being at its earliest. The post goes on to say that the work for GTA 6 began as far back as a decade ago, and that the work has never stopped on GTA, not even when RDR2 crunch was wild. The best estimates of when Rockstar could have begun working on GTA 6, they come from basically game journalists like Jason Schreier, who stated it is still ways away, suggesting it was still in the early stages of development. Now, the earliest mention of GTA 6's development came from an IGN story published in 2016, which stated work on the title started that year. That could mean that Rockstar could soon have something to reveal soon, and goes along with a popular theory about how the company could change its GTA release strategy. Now, usually what Rockstar does, guys, is they like to release games around like October or sometime in the fall, right before Christmas is out, because that's when people are going to go on break, and that's usually a time people are more willingly to spend money on extra stuff such as games and curricular activities and stuff like that. So Rockstar usually focuses all their time and their marketing towards that time of the year. But what this leak is actually saying is that Rockstar is going to approach this completely different from any way that they've ever approached it before. Now, the alleged leak claims that Rockstar will continue to support the current version of GTA Online and just add GTA 6 to it like a next-gen expansion. Now, the coincidence with Jason Schreier's report actually reveals that the company was contemplating releasing future games in a piecemeal fashion, like how Blizzard releases biennial World of Warcraft's expansions, basically to make it smaller deadlines, more manageable for developers. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this information is still all up in the air. GTA 6 could very much be a lot further than us gamers think, and so right now all we literally are doing is waiting for something from Rockstar. Me personally, guys, I think that when Rockstar decides to announce GTA 6, they're going to do some type of teaser, okay? I think it's gonna be a tweet, and this tweet is gonna say something just simple, and a lot of people is probably gonna go over their head. They're not gonna understand what Rockstar's talking about, but us real life fans, our real Rockstar fans, and us people that literally are just waiting and sitting here patiently for Rockstar to do something, we're going to be the people that know exactly what they're talking about, and we are going to know that it is time. The tease is officially here, and we know that something huge is coming for Rockstar Games. Now,
so if you've been checking Twitter today, then you've probably seen that Rockstar is trending and GTA 5 is trending, and that's because Take-Two Interactive has announced today morning that they're going to take part, they're participating in E3 2021, and that's good news because Take-Two Interactive is the parent company of Rockstar, so people are speculating, right? I don't know about you guys, but we've got this lovely tweet here from T. Martin, who is doing his bit of speculation. The first game he kind of puts forward is GTA 6, of course. It's what everyone's hoping for. Are we going to see GTA 6 at this year's E3? I think there is a quite high possibility that we will, because they've done the Red Dead Redemption thing. I know there was a news like a year or something ago where they basically announced that they just started working on GTA 6. I think that's a strategy to kind of keep people patient. So I think there is a high possibility that we might be seeing GTA 6. But then again, we've got excited about it many, many times before and have been shot down many times before. GTA 5 DLC is the next one. I don't think so, okay? There might be an announcement for GTA Online or even a GTA 5 DLC, but I think it's not going to be the focus of the show. If anything, that's going to be like a small part of it. And they've shown in the past that if they're going for GTA 5 to add more content, it's most likely going to be somewhere in the online universe. So even it is a DLC, so to say, it's most probably just going to be an online update. Could be a new heist or something. Red Dead Redemption 2 Remastered. Now, I don't know if he meant Red Dead Redemption 1 Remastered or bringing Red Dead Redemption 2 Remastered to the new consoles. Both is an option, and I think especially the second one is quite likely. They're probably going to make an extra buck by putting Red Dead Redemption on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One X, Series X, sorry. So I think that's a logical step to do, but bringing back Red Dead Redemption 1, the original one, and remaster it for PC and all the new consoles, that would be amazing. However, I did read an interview once with one of the guys who was heavily involved with the game, and he said it was so messy and the way it was made for the PlayStation 3 and optimized for that console that there was nearly no way to even port it to the PC at the time. He said they tried and it didn't work and it was just a brutal mess, and that's why it never came to PC. So, I mean, they might remaster it, but it would be a monstrous amount of work, and I'm not sure they want to put that kind of effort into that.